All right, round two. Let's see if this works. Round two. Fingers crossed, prayers up. Jesus, cover this line, this live feed, because we don't need no interruptions today. Let's see. Okay, okay. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all hear me. I'm good. Y'all hear me clear? Give me a rocket ship if y'all hear me. Give me a rocket ship if y'all hear me. I want to make sure it's clear and that y'all could hear me. I don't know what's been going on, but they really been trying to, keep me quiet. So it's good. Yeah. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Man, that took a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. That took a lot of work just to get this, you know, set up. And I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my niece Tyree. She's on the live feed, so y'all say happy birthday to my niece Tyree. She's in the live chat, you guys. All right, go ahead and hit that like button, you guys. There's 9 of you guys in here. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Let's go. Yeah, I got it fixed. It took a minute, Shu. It took a minute, but I got it. I finally got it working. So, they try to stop you. They try to stop you, but you don't let them do it. You can't let them do it. All right, so let me go ahead and share this on Twitter. But I'm glad I'm back, man. Yep, new mic. You know it, new mic. But yeah, I'm glad to be back into this because I was gonna do a live stream yesterday, but it gave me a lot of trouble, gave me a lot of problems. I don't know what was the problem yesterday for real, but I got it going now, so that's all that matters. Yep, they definitely don't want people knowing the truth, man. They hate the truth. They despise the truth. But it is what it is. I'm gonna share this live stream on Twitter, the link, and get some more people jumping in here. Actually, I'm just gonna share it like this. Y'all know what it is. Get Cash Flow Nexus giving you the latest and greatest updates on crypto and XRP. Let me do this. Hashtag that. Bam. All right, you guys. Yeah, this has been a trying week. I kid you not. I'm just happy that the Lord's keeping me, you guys, because man, this week I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to fight this week. This week has been very trying. My patience has been tried this week with a lot of things, and I'm finally, getting back to my peace. Let me take that off real quick. So yeah, I'm getting my peace back, so I'm good now. Let me see. Yep. Let's see. Let me read these comments. Let's see. Next is the XRP rocket ship close. Yeah, the rocket ship's close. If you haven't known already, they've been talking about. I forget that dude's name. It's something Charles something, but he was saying that XRP and everything's about to take off in the next few days to weeks. I'm actually gonna try to find that video so I could play it for you guys. It's on Twitter. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking at that in a second. I'm just trying to make sure everything's sound here. Oh, Charlie Ward. Okay, that's who it was. So Charlie Ward. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's already. I believe it's already running. XRP price is actually moving up right now as we're talking. I think it hit 30 cents, then dropped back down to 29 and a half. But yeah, XRP price is moving today. It's definitely moving. I think, later in the month, we're going to see some really big moves to the upside. So you guys, I know that some people are just jumping in here. I see the numbers going up. Hit that, smash that like button. Show some love, show some appreciation. We all in this together. So definitely smash that like button. Today's going to be a long stream, so bear with me. I'm going to go over quite a bit of the crypto space today. I'm going to go over XRP all the way down on my list. So bear with me because it's going to be a long feed today. Let me see. Okay, 17 likes. Let's get this up to 200 today. Y'all think y'all can make it to 200 likes? 200 likes. And you guys, I'm actually getting something going for you guys behind the scenes. YouTube hasn't approved of it yet. I actually just finalized it and I sent it in to them. So I'm sending in I have a system that I'm going to be doing that y'all could join my Discord group, and y'all get perks for joining my membership too. So it's not a bad membership, but I want to do something special for you guys because some big things are about to happen. Let's see. So can I go over Apple and Tesla tonight? If anything, I'll save them for the last bit because today I'm focused more on crypto today. So if I do get to Apple and Tesla, it'll definitely be towards the end of the stream. So if you manage to stay, that long, because I don't know how long it's gonna be tonight, but if you do stay that long, then yeah, I'll definitely look at them for you, bruh. Let's see. How you'll hang for a while. I appreciate you, Shu. Going to 40 cents. We'll see. I think it's gonna go past 40 cents if it's projecting like how everybody's saying it is. It's crazy because I had a little vision that it shot to 80 cents, but maybe it's just a vision. I'm just hopeful thinking. Nothing wrong with hopeful thinking. We can go over it Saturday on our one-on-one. Yeah, we could definitely look at it on our one-on-one on Saturday. Help you out with that, man, because Tesla has been someone actually reached out to me about Tesla on Facebook, so that was something that I was interested in too. So yeah, I'll definitely look at it on Saturday when we do our one-on-one session. Let's see. Let me go ahead and pop that out. Let me see. Is going to be a interesting stream today. It is kind of weird coming back because, man, y'all don't know. This week has been very dry. Y'all don't understand. This week has been crazy. Like, no joke. It started. Well, I don't even know where to say where it started, but I think where it started to go topsy-turvy, whatever the saying is, it started, let's see, it started Sunday. Yeah, Sunday it started, and then yesterday, for real, it just picked up. I'm like, man, oh my God, Lord, you need to really be with me this week because I'm about to lose my cool. But, you guys, I always want to start off with scripture first. I got something that, it makes sense in the times that we have because if y'all been paying attention to the news, apparently they're saying that Trump signed some agreement with Israel, some peace agreement. I'm not sure about the full extent of that yet, but if that's fully true, this is times that we need to be paying attention to the return of Jesus Christ because a lot of people don't understand that Israel is going to be playing a huge part in the end times, especially when the Antichrist comes. I don't think it's just so it's the UAE. Okay, thanks for correcting me. The UAE, I appreciate that. But yes, it's very significant, and a lot of people need to take these times serious. And so I have a scripture that came to mind today. I was watching a video, and the scripture, I had to pause it because God said, okay, that's the scripture. And so when I looked at it, I said, man, that scripture is for real. Because right now Jesus Christ is looking for us to get it right. It's not that he doesn't want to come back anytime soon. He's giving us time to get it right, and to, when he comes back, he doesn't want to catch us in sin, because if he catches us in sin, you're going to be looked at as an enemy because you're not doing the right thing at the right time. So we need to be, ready in season and out of season when all this is going down. So I do have a scripture I want to read to you guys. Let me get it for you guys really quick. So it's 2 Peter 3, 2 Peter 3, 8 through 9. And it reads, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to onward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance." And this is letting us know that, he's not slow to promise us what he's come to give us, like the spiritual blessings. He's not slow to do that. The thing is, while we're getting it right and trying to live our life, we need to be focused on him, and we need to be living in a lifestyle that's pleasing to his eye. And that's where things go wrong, because everybody, if God gave you all his blessings, all your blessings right now, how would you act? Are you going to still be faithful to him, or are you going to turn your back on him? Because a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, when people get their blessings and get what God has, put on them, they forget him, and they start living a life that's not pleasing in his eye. So I want you guys to, if y'all don't have a relationship with the Lord, definitely come to repent today, whatever you need to repent from, whether it be from sexual sin, addictions that you may have, some lust issues, some relationships that you need to mend. If you haven't forgiven somebody, definitely, because if you aren't forgiving anybody, how could the Lord forgive you for not forgiving? So you guys, you got to understand that we are living in times that we need to come to repentance and to be good with our neighbor and our brothers and sisters in Christ, and people that we're trying to get and, push the word in the kingdom of God. So you guys, y'all definitely need to, I don't know, you do some self-examination. I did some today. I mean, I had to really, catch myself, because I was angry this week. So I'm just being real. I have my weeks. I'm not all the time, happy-go-lucky, but man, to this week, I had to pray hard. I really did want to fight somebody this week. I kid you not. Like, man, Lord, whoever sets me off today, man, that's it. I'm taking my anger out on them. But I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Definitely take this word serious. If you look at what's going on with Israel, that's already a sign right there that it's time to start, living right and getting right with the Lord. All right. All right, let me check out these comments. Let me see. Been making plans for selling the top and then re-entering when it consolidates, but also thinking of just holding. I would just hold if I were you at this point, because XRP is almost impossible to predict nowadays. Like, you would think it go one way, then all of a sudden it goes another way, but you're like, okay, it did hold, then it just pops a totally different other direction. Let's see. I had 2 dreams in the past 3 weeks of XRP hitting around 132. That's actually an awesome price right there. And I was working trying to get my ledger loaded. LOL. Yeah, get that ledger loaded, man, before it skyrockets, because you want your assets safe on a ledger or some type of wallet. But definitely get that off the exchanges if you can. Even though it was just a dream, and you never know, it might be a prophetic dream. You never know. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start analyzing some charts, because I got quite a few to analyze today, starting with XRP. We know XRP is about to be the king of cryptocurrencies, and we know that XRP is going to change the world, and it's going to be the quantum. It's going to lead the quantum financial system that we're about to implement. I really believe that they already replaced Swift, and they're not saying anything. You know, they say that they're working alongside Swift. I think they replaced them, and they're not saying it outright. So, you know, to each their own. And there was a post that I put on Twitter earlier today. I said something about quadrillions of dollars coming into this market. You guys, quadrillions of dollars is about to come into this market and really start ramping this market up. I'm not lying, man. It's coming. Just prepare for a lot of things to come. And then we know that Bitcoin's about to have some problems soon if that dam in China, you know, tears. So, you know, it's going. And also Trump is trying to get rid of Bitcoin as well. There's an article that I had found. I need to post it on Twitter, so if y'all want to check that out. But Trump is against Bitcoin. Some of us already know. So if y'all hold Bitcoin, I would definitely, you know, put out, you know, taking some funds out of Bitcoin, or, you know, put it out in XRP. It's cheaper. It's a lot better. It's faster. What's the point of having some Bitcoin? It's already high priced. So why get something high priced? You know, you're not gonna make too much money. The returns is not going to be as big as what you would make on something like XRP or Chainlink or Tezos. And yeah, it's American made, Shu. Yeah, I agree with that. So XRP is about to dominate and, you know, make shake up the scene like we all been looking and seeing. So let's jump right into this analysis, you guys. It's time to get going and get started. I'm excited. And you know, it's time for XRP to make some nice, huge moves for us. All right. So here we are. We're going to start with the daily time frame. And what I really like here, I like how this is forming. As you see, you know, she's starting to get a backside there. She's getting thicker. So she's been, you know, exercising. But you see that the Kumo is getting big. So this is letting us know that some volume is starting to enter into this market, because the thickness of the cloud. The only thing that's, you know, slowing us here is that the Kijun is still flat, which is still fine. It's not a big deal, but it's showing us that market is just ranging between this high and this current low. And as you see, I did say on Twitter, and I posted this, I said if we break this red line, then we're pretty much screwed, and that we're going to go to the downside. Had we broken this red line here, this is where we would have start heading back down to that 21 cent level had we broken this. But it failed to break, and you see that it had 1 wick, 2 wicks, 3 wicks, and then price start pushing up higher. So we didn't get that break to the downside like everybody thought. So, you know, I even thought it at one point, because we did get underneath here. So I was like, okay, XRP is doing the XRP thing again, getting us hyped up and then breaking our hearts. But it actually rallied to the upside. Man, my mouth is dry today. But if you look at it here, XRP is making its way to the upside. It bounced off this level of support. Now where we are ranging in between now, let me make sure that y'all see this very clearly. Actually, let me put that back. Let me clone this. So we're ranging here, right? For now, I'm going to say right here. So this is our current range between these two red lines. Nothing really special yet until we break this level. So our next entry would be, if you're a day trader, I would set my buy limit or my buy stops at 32 cents. And you know, once it breaks this level, I would definitely take that trading opportunity, unless you could find one on the lower time frame, you know. But if you're trading just the daily time frame, this is where you would want to enter the market. Because what would happen is the Kumo cloud will start to angle to the upside. We'll get sequence span A and B angling up, and price will start moving to the upside. and Kijun Sen will start angling back to the upside as well. So if you want that, if you want to take this a day trading position, wait till it breaks this level up here. Looking at it on the 4-hour time frame, it was rough here. As you see, we did break this P wave, and it broke here to test as a support. So, you know, since we have that support held strong, we now have bullish price action to the upside. We have a bullish engulfing candle and then another one. And not only that, we broke out, we are now above the cloud. So this is actually a Kumo breakout right now. So actually, let me mark this up because this is what needs to happen right now. So this 4-hour candle needs to close bullish, which it looks like it's doing so right now. So I'm expecting a green morning tomorrow. So I'm expecting this movement back to this range here. I do want to say this because this is also going to be a level that we need to pay attention to as well. Right in here. You got a hidden level right here that price needs to break as well. If it doesn't break this, you see 1 touch, 2 touch, then a test almost at that point. Ooh, excuse me. And then right here, we could test right here. And if we don't get above here, we could bounce down. If we hold here, then we'll see price make its move back to the upside. But right now, I'm looking at this move right now because the momentum's pretty strong. So we'll see how this is holding. I like it. It's a bullish move, and it's a Kumo breakout. Chiku Span's starting to break outside the Kumo right here as well. So I'm expecting prices to move a lot higher with XRP. But we need to get above here, and then we'll see 32 cents immediately. And that's what I have for XRP. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. All right. Let me see. If y'all are just jumping on this live feed, definitely hit that like button, smash that like button. Let's get 200 likes on this video. I'm trying to get so many people on this live feed. I want to, make this the biggest live stream that I've done. It only gets bigger, right? So last time we looked at Bitcoin, this is actually the perfect time frame to look at it on. So last time we looked at Bitcoin, we had this ascending triangle, but I always tell you guys, when it comes to this pattern here is like a 60-40 pattern, 60% to the upside, 40% downside, and we see this how it played out. It came to the downside. We know in crypto that markets usually do this, so you could actually extend this out, coming this way, and extend this out here, and get the same thing. But this held as support. This flat Kumo here, cloud is starting to twist again. So we'll be seeing Bitcoin reach, let's see, the 12K range again very soon. Some hidden levels of support, hidden levels of resistance is right in here. So we're actually in that space right now. But the momentum of this market is looking pretty good. I see another 12K Bitcoin coming very soon. So once we break this level here, expect Bitcoin prices to skyrocket probably to 13K, if not higher. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's pretty simple in terms of analyzing. Not too much crazy movement or weirdness in the charts. So this is my first target for Bitcoin right now. So we will see how that plays out. Let me know what you guys think. If you're a fan of Bitcoin at all, because I know a lot of people are fans of different cryptocurrencies in here, but we will see how it plays out. Let's see. So next we're gonna jump to, we're gonna go to check out Ethereum next. Let's see, Ethereum. Wow, actually Ethereum's already making its way up. Actually it already broke where wow, it's already moving. So if you are in Ethereum, good job. The next target for Ethereum will be up here at 518. I said once it breaks this fractal level, we'll start to see prices move up higher. So what's going to happen first? Price is going to move up, but I do think there's going to be a small pullback probably to test this level to make sure and then we'll start to see that move to the upside like that. But so far it looks pretty good here. I said once Chiku Span breaks outside here, it'll be pretty good to go. The only thing that's slowing the market down right now is that the Kijun is flat, and that the 4-hour Kumo right here is very thin. It needs to get it needs some more thickness to show that movement to the upside, and Kijun needs to angle up. But the Chiku Span's in a good position though, so that's why I'm excited for Ethereum going up higher. It's showing those signs of a bull run, so bear with me on that one, because that one's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good on the daily time frame too. The daily cloud is starting to get some thickness as well. Only thing is we need the Kijun and we need the Chiku Span A and B angling up at the same time. But so far, price, what needs to happen with this daily candle, the daily candle needs to close above this fractal level, and that's a must. If it could close above this fractal level, expect higher prices with Ethereum. So you heard it here first. Right here, this is where we need to pay attention to. Wait for the daily candle to close. If you are a day trader, do not just jump in prematurely. Wait for that daily candle to close. Then you'll make your profits from there. All right. So the next one, let's see. Let's go to the next one. Next one is Stellar Lumens. I know a lot of people like some Stellar Lumens. So Stellar Lumens did exactly what I thought it would. I said this in my I think 2 streams ago. I said Stellar Lumens would touch the top of this channel, and it did. So right now what's going to happen, we're going to get a small pullback on Stellar Lumens, probably back to this level. And if we don't, what's going to happen, let me draw this up for you, because this is going to be a nice move for Stellar Lumen investors as well. Right here we got some hidden level of support in here. So this is our support. So what could happen now is price comes back down to the bottom or the top of this box here, and then once we get a test there, it's either going to come through this box and test the cloud, or it's going to hold here, then come back up to the upside and make a new high, probably a 12-cent. Let's see, about 12 cents is what we'll see. So that's what I'm seeing right now for Stellar Lumens. Stellar Lumens is looking pretty solid, especially on this chart. There's a lot of thickness on this cloud as well, so looking for a bullish move overall. And I say we're going to reach that 12-cent price for Stellar Lumens. Looking at it on the 4-hour time frame, let's take a peek. So right now it looks like it's going to want to reverse. I wouldn't touch this just yet. It needs to break this level right here on the 4-hour time frame. So if you're a swing trader, wait till it breaks this fractal level on the 4-hour time frame, and then take that trade to the upside. It needs to break the Kijun on the 4-hour to go higher, and we need to start seeing this cloud get weaker, which is starting to get a little weakness. It's starting to curve right here. So we need a twist to start forming for this price to move higher. Unless the only thing that could happen to negate this is if prices just explode tomorrow. Then we'll get an automatic twist, and it'll turn into a really thin cloud, and then you'll see prices move up higher. So you got to be careful when it comes to, like, right here, you see how it's really thin. This is when the market just explodes either to the upside or the downside. So this was an explosion to the downside, as you see right here. This was this move right here. So you got to be careful when you trade crypto sometimes, because you get those out of nowhere explosions. So we could get those explosions on XLM as well. And another thing, before I get some water, here you see that we have a W formation as well. Boom, right there. A W formation is actually one of the easiest formations to trade in Forex, crypto, stocks. It doesn't matter. This formation here is easy to trade. Where's my line at? Y'all see it's always trying to pick on me. It's never letting me do what I want to do here. So boom, right there, we got that W formation forming. Let's see. So let me read some of these comments. I went through 4 cryptos already. Let me see. Gotta break the through the dirty 30s. Yeah, dirty 30s, man. Something about them 30s always messes with XRP, but I believe we'll do it this time. Let's see. Lend anything. High cash flow. Can you look at Lend? Yeah, I'll save Lend towards the towards the end. Maybe I'll look at it next, actually, since you requested it, because I do have quite a big list to go through today. And Tezos Action Jackson, it's already on the list, so if you could bear with me, I'll get to Tezos soon. I don't know how soon, but I will get to Tezos. Let's look at Lend real quick. I don't even know which one that is. Lend US dollar. Let's see. This doesn't look too bad off first glance. Let's look at that daily chart. Oh man, wow. What is this crypto? Because this is actually looking solid. This looks really good. This looks really good. Oh my goodness. So, this is actually my first time looking at this. You know what? I don't want to hype this, but this one's going to go higher. I don't know what it is, but I know for sure that this one has a great chance of going higher. It's at 40. So, you know what's crazy? I'm looking at this. It's at 41 cents. XRP's been, I'm pretty sure XRP been around longer than this one, and this one's higher priced than XRP. Come on, man. Come on. So, there's nothing but good news about this one. It's already at its all-time high. So that's already solid news. It didn't really take that long for it since 2018 up to this point. Yeah, that's not a long wait at all. So right now, what needs to happen with this one, my friend, is we have to watch this area right here. How price responds here is going to determine what happens. So the good thing about this is it is a strong buy right now. You got sequence band A and B angled up, and you got Kijun and Tinkerson angled up. So that's a really good sign. Not only that, we're already at this resistance level. So it's showing signs that it wants to bust through this level. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This weekly candle needs to close strong because there's still 2 days and 22 hours for this candle to close. So you can't really just go based off the weekly time frame. So you gotta, watch the daily time frame. What we want to see for this to go higher, we want to see the daily time frame hold at this level here. Actually, I'm gonna make it red. So I'll make this a danger zone or make or break zone. So if it holds above this red line, it could dip underneath a little bit because you still got this trend line resistance support. But say it does dip a little bit and it touches here and then it wicks back up and then comes back to the upside. This price currently needs to hold above this red line. It's starting to show a little bit signs of weakness on the daily only because it's at a resistance level. So sellers are going to start trying to push this market down. So expect a battle at this level. I still am leaning towards a bullish market. If you look at the Kijun, the Kumo right here, look at how strong this trend is. This is a very strong trend. It's not showing any signs of a twist. So I'm leaning towards a move to the upside. How high right now? Let me see. If I'm gonna use, man, this is interesting. So if I use the wave theory for this one, I'm going to use it here. Let me see. Where can I use this at? Right here. So right here, from this point to this point, so right in here, bam. So this is where I'm looking at price heading at least to that 64-cent level. Once we get to that 64-cent level, then then that's where I think price is going to go. I think it'll shatter past 53 or maybe even touch 53, then head back down for a correction. But I think it'll get to that 53 to let's see 64 cent level. So that's what I see with Lind. So I hope you enjoyed that analysis because this one's looking really good. I don't know where to invest in this at, but if I was an investor in this one, I would definitely sit tight on this one. Let me see next on the list. Actually, let me add this to the watch list. Okay, so next we're gonna look at EOS. Anybody invested in EOS at all? Let me know if y'all are invested in EOS because I don't really look at EOS that much. I don't really know too much about EOS. I know it's Chinese crypto, but it's weird. Let me look at this. Let me see these comments real quick. Exactly what I said. And Lane is built on Ethereum. Oh wow, I didn't know that. And Ethereum fees are super high. Well, that just gives you more reason to put money into XRP. Them fees is low. The problem with TA is assumes all news is accounted for in the price. People don't understand the level of pump coming. Yeah. So let me say something about TA because you honestly don't need to look at news. Honestly, because this is what the problem with TA is. Because this is where most people go wrong with TA, and this is myself included. There's always a hidden level inside all these different levels here. So, education lesson right now, just to show you guys. So if I take this off, like this, let me show y'all some levels right now. So right here is a level. It's a zone. Because you see how here it held and here. So this is the problem with TA. Because it's not necessarily that people get TA wrong. It's because they don't account for the hidden levels when there's prices, when price is moving up. So you see here price was moving up. But here if you look back, price held here and then dropped. Price came up, held here, range, then dropped. Price moved up, and then it made a correction. Then it moved up, broke through this level. But you see here, we're now above it, but we're just ranging just right above this zone. So people don't see the hidden zones within TA. And this is the problem when it comes to technical analysis. Even right here, you would never account for this little zone here. Like there's some zones that you would just miss because you would expect the market just to explode up or down. So you have to really pay attention to these levels, especially because the fractals will give you the idea where the market's where the market structure is. So this is why you got to learn how to trade naked and also with indicators, because indicators actually are really helpful. But the problem is that people rely too much on indicators or systems. You have to understand the market structure as well. So that's why you got to learn how to read without it. But anyway, back to what I was saying here. EOS, EOS is looking flat right now. Everything is flat on EOS. I'm not really a fan of it. I don't know too much about it anyway, so that's probably why I'm not a fan. But I do know immediately that there is some resistance right here looking at this Kumo, this flat level, and you see it as soon as we got here, we rejected, came back down. So right now, price needs to do one or two things. It needs to sustain above this level, start moving higher. I probably wouldn't touch this until I see some angulation on the key June right here. On the sequence span A, see this start to move up higher, and see sequence span B start to move up higher. But it's looking pretty, solid right now, according to the candle, because the candle is a bullish engulfing. So if we're just going off a pure price action and trading naked, I would look for a buying opportunity back up to these levels. Let me see with regular candles. Regular candles, it's showing that it's, you know, it's still moving higher. We have a bullish engulfing candle. So right now, price is trying to make its way up higher. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a if there is a small pullback. Look, let me look at the daily, at the 4 hour real quick. So 4 hour is looking good. We're in a TK zone, so the red and blue line are getting back into equilibrium. The green line is starting to move higher. This is moving. No, this, I don't like this. But right now, this is how I would trade EOS right now. I wouldn't touch it down in here. I would wait till it breaks this level on the 4 hour. And if you're trading the daily time frame, these levels up here is where I would look for price to break and then take that to the upside. So right now I have this ranging. Let me check the 1 hour and let me see how strong the market is here. So on the 1 hour, okay, so I got a better read on this, because you got to understand, you got to learn how to pick your time frames. So looking at the 1 hour, it looks like it's trending here. The only thing is it's flat. Price is flat. Kijun's flat. Secret span A and B is flat. What needs to happen for price to move up higher, we need to get above this fractal level. Once this fractal level is breached, then we could take that trade higher. All right, or maybe even to this level. So I'll be paying attention to this level as well once it breaks there. So once it breaks this 1 hour fractal level, take that trade up to this level, and then how, depending on how it does here, we'll probably see EOS back at $3.40. So that's what I have here on EOS. Breaking it down, next charts. All right, Tezos, looking at Tezos finally. Man, Tezos is still in this bubble, this range. Let me go to the daily. So, like I said, nothing new with Tezos just yet. You guys, I said this before, Tezos is not going to move until it breaks this level. Until we break this range, and I think there's a better range here on the 4 hour. Yeah, better look on the 4 hour here. Until it breaks this level, and honestly, really this level. Once it breaks this level, then we can see prices move higher. But Tezos is not going anywhere for a minute until it gets out of this range. It is making higher lows, so that's a good sign. If you look here, let's go from this point. So if we're going from this point, it is making higher lows. So that's what I like when I see this. So we could still range here, or we could make our move to the upside. There's no real move just yet. The market's flat here, so we need to go to the 1 hour and 15-minute time frames to, you know, get a better read on it. Let's see. 1 hour, it's showing that it's flat here too. So there's still not a good read here. Going to the 15-minute time frame, let's see how this checks out. On the 15-minute time frame, it looks like it's like the market wants to move a little bit lower for a small correction. So let me go ahead and draw this up. And if we're going to use the Ichimoku wave theory, let me show y'all what I have here. We have a Y wave formation right in here. So a Y wave is where you have the market, it starts in a constrictive form, and then it starts expanding right here. So what needs to happen for, wow, this is ugly. So what needs to happen for this to go any higher? It needs to hold above this level, first of all. Secondly, it needs to hold above this level, because right now what's going to happen for Tezos is it needs to break to the upside and break out this Y wave. So if we are to break out this Y wave, let's say we did, all right, let's say we make a bullish move. So targets using the wave theory, bam, right there, that'll put us at about, well, we need to get past this level too, so let me make sure I got that down. So right here, this is, you know, warning zone. But if we get past that $4.47 range, I see Tezos moving up to higher prices between $4.78 and $4.81. And if it manages to break through that, Then I'm gonna say between $5 and $5.32 will be our next levels to look at. But it all depends on this, what happens in this Y wave. Within this Y wave, you got a hidden N wave. Let me show you guys how powerful this trading system in Ichimoku is. I am gonna do an educational live probably tomorrow. I am gonna do one on Saturday morning. No, not Saturday morning. Saturday, probably afternoonish. Probably around 2 p.m., maybe 3 p.m. So if y'all want to get an educational lesson on how to trade the clouds, definitely tune in on Saturday at around 3, 4, maybe even 4. So we'll see how that goes. I don't have any boxing sessions this week, so y'all are lucky. But right here, that's where this hidden N wave's at. So this is where I see Tezos moving to if it decides to break out this Y wave to the upside. So this will be good for investors as well. I'm gonna take a look at it on the weekly time frame as well, because I want to see what that weekly candle looks like. Let's see. So this market looks pretty solid on the weekly. It's saying buying. It's saying look for buying positions on the weekly time frame. Everything is angled to the upside, so it's saying buy, buy, buy all day. So that's what we need to probably look for. Only thing here on the daily, it's just flat, so you can't trade the daily. You have to trade between the 15-minute and the 4-hour to look for to get a better entry if you're going to take this to the upside. All right, so let me see what these comments are saying. It's been a minute since I read these. Okay, so let's see. Who is Chi? I'm gonna just say Chi. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I got this hat is actually from Japan. Yeah, my sister, she got this for me as a gift. She went out to Japan with her husband and bought me this hat. She bought me this hat, and she bought me a T-shirt from Japan. So I like this hat too. So I want to start collecting hats. I'm big on hats, if y'all know. I want to get a red hat next, and then a blue hat. But I have a blue hat. It's up there. But I want to get a red hat next. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm definitely going to, get a hat collection going on. Let's see. One is up 27% today. A Magna hat. MAGA hat. Yeah, they make America great again. We need to make America great. America has been in a weird place these last few years. So I could rock with that. You have an awesome vibe. Love your videos. I appreciate that XRP for me. I appreciate that a lot. Let's see. So that's it with Tezos. Tezos is solid right now. Let me go to anybody invested in Tron. I want to know if anybody's invested in Tron, because I'm about to look at that one. What y'all think about the Tron project? Is it any good? Is it worth looking into? Because on the on the daily time frame, it says buy all day. So, looking at the momentum of this market. Yeah, looking at the momentum of this market, I see price coming up to here. Yeah, price, it's not worth a lot right now, but looking at this market, it looks like it could get back into that 2-cent range here, because it's really not that much. And then 4 cent is up here, 4 cent. So I see it getting at least up to this level. Let me go ahead and draw this trend line that I see. So this is the move that I see right now for Tron. Tron is moving up higher. There's no doubt about that. That daily candle needs to close as it is in the next 21 hours. That daily candle needs to close pretty strong. Otherwise, we're gonna have some problems. Looking here on the 4-hour time frame, this is where the price is, you know, doing really good. We broke that fractal level right here, which is already solid. So what could happen? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what could happen if this 4-hour candle closes pretty strong? What needs to happen? This Kijun and this Kijun Tinkerson and the sequence span need to both angle to the upside. If that doesn't happen, what's going to happen? This is going to go flat, and more than likely, if it doesn't, it's going to come back down here and retest this level. But if it doesn't, what needs to happen? The next 4-hour candle needs to be bullish, and it needs to close higher than this current candle that we're on. So there's an hour and 17 minutes left for this 4-hour candle to close, but it looks like this market's moving strong. I see it getting back up to this price, so I'm not really worried about that. How long is it going to take? Not really sure, but I do believe that we'll see maybe this move, maybe just straight away to this level at least. So I'm gonna leave this marked on this chart. I'm gonna come back to it. Momentum looks good here, and let's see our time frame now. See, this is where we're having a little issue. This hour time frame is showing us that we want to do some type of pullback because Kijun is flat. But as long as we're moving, you know, up, like let's say if it comes down and then bounces back up, then we'll be fine. So we need to watch the next hour and 17 minutes of this current candle. So maybe it's hour 16 minutes now. Let me see. Yeah, hour 16 minutes now of this 4-hour candle. So it looks good though. I think this market will make it, but we'll see. We shall see. Looking at the next pair, let's look at Link. Link has been on a tear. Wow. Link has actually broken all my expectations. I had it at, man, I actually deleted that, dang. But I had it going to 15 cents. Now it's at 17 cents. I mean, I said 17 cents. Wow. At $17. I had it at $15. Now it's at $17. I think it's going to hit $20 by the end of the weekend, or maybe the start of next week. If this momentum continues like this, oh yeah, I have no doubt that this is not going to move to $20. But, you know, before I hype that up, I have to keep it real with you guys, because you know you gotta make sure you watch these charts. The charts say a lot that people don't really watch. But here we're already showing some signs, a little bit of signs of weakness at this $17 range. A lot of people probably FOMO'd right in here at $13, and I know a lot. I personally know some people on Twitter, because I saw some posts. People FOMO'd in at this $15 range, which is kind of stupid. You can't FOMO in at new highs, you guys. Yeah, you don't want to miss out. I get it, but if you are gonna FOMO in, make sure you're reading the charts at least, because this is already saying that we're starting to get weak right here. So we may get some type of pullback in this area. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this area. I'm gonna make it red. So I'm not going to touch Link just yet. If I'm an investor or a day trader, what I'm going to do, I'm going to monitor it on these lower time frames and really pay attention to what the move is really doing. Looking here, it looks good on the 4-hour, but it's still starting to lose momentum here. If you see Kijun's flat here, momentum starting to break. You look at the 1-hour, I'm pretty sure the same thing is happening. Oh no, we're getting a bearish cross, so this is actually perfect. So price is starting to dwindle here. So this is what's going to happen for price to move higher. And now I got scenarios played out in my head that what I want to see to start looking for a trading opportunity here. So let me go ahead and take this off. There we go. So this is what I want to see here for Link to move higher. Right in here and right in here. So you guys, you got to understand, when we start getting a market, so let me teach y'all something real quick. Let me take off the clouds real quick. So y'all notice how the fractals are lined up so tightly together. Notice one thing. When the market's in a trend, what do you notice about these fractals? though what you notice here is that they're further apart from one another. So the further apart that they are, that means the market's in a trend. But when you start to see them cluster up like this, that means the market's in a range. So what I'm gathering here off the first glance, even without this, but even without Ichimoku, what I'm seeing is the market's starting to slow down at this level. But we still have some thickness in this cloud, so that's a good sign. It's showing that there's no signs of, lacking here. So what needs to happen? Price needs to break this level at $18.36 to move higher. But I believe in this is what the move is going to be at. It's gonna probably touch down in here, maybe somewhere in this range, and then we'll start to see price take off. So depending on how price responds in this area, if it even gets here, I'll look for buying opportunities in this bubble if it gets close to here. But if it doesn't do that and it continues to go higher, I'm gonna be surprised. But I believe price is gonna range a little bit, and then once it touches the cloud, start to see a takeoff right there. So that's what I'm looking at for Link right now. Excuse me. Woo. Y'all, man, when y'all do, if y'all ever do a live stream, make sure y'all have a whole bunch of water just sitting right next to you, because what happens when you're doing these live streams, your mouth gets so dry and you're just like, man, and everybody's like, man, what's wrong with him? But nah, I'm good though. Let me see. I did look into RSR. I just haven't found a chart for it. Shoe. I have not found a chart for it. Tron is a scam from what I've seen. I'm gonna look into that since you said that. Link is on meth. Link is definitely on some meth. Not kind of stupid. Yeah. Link is definitely trying to make its way higher. I wouldn't touch it just yet until it breaks certain levels. What needs to happen? What needs to happen, you say? XRP needs to go to $100 so I could be 100. Oh, okay, so you could be 100. Okay, I got you. Yeah. I'm not gonna ask you how much XRP you got, but if it sounds like you got quite a bit of XRP. XRP tacos. Yes, I did XRP already. XRP was the first one I did, so if you missed that, I'm sorry. I'll look at it later if you want me to, but bear with me. I'm trying to get through all these as fast as possible, and I'll take some requests if you have any. And if you guys are new to this stream, like this live, show some love, show some appreciation. I'm trying to do some big work for you guys. I'm trying to catch the market and give you some good entries for buying opportunities or investing opportunities without too much negative downdraw in your pockets. But it looks like it's doing exactly what I said here. I said that once it gets to this level, it's either going to break underneath or go up. Always remember, when you're on a trend line that's going up and price comes at this bouncing level, it's 50-50 always. So how you would trade it, wait for that breakout, take it to the downside. So you had this breakout right here. Let me actually take this off. So you had the breakout right here on this candle, and then price dropped lower. So if I put this back on, let's see, yeah, right in here, price, oh, I'm tripping. Right in here, price broke here and then came lower. Right here as well, came lower. So this is where you want to watch the market when it gets to these bounces or breaking zones. That's why I always put like a bubble in this area, and I always put an arrow coming up or an arrow coming down, because I know exactly what's going to happen here. We're going to either bounce or we're going to break. 50-50. So there's no way you could, I'm not going to say there's no way you could lose, but you put the odds in your favor when you look at the market like this. So looking at VeChain long term, let's see, what are we looking at? VeChain's slow. I don't like slow currencies or slow assets. It's just ranging on this line. nothing special. So right now this market's flat. So we might have some momentum here on the 4-hour, but let me take this off. Actually, no, I'm going to keep that on. But what needs to happen here, price needs to bounce to the upside. So we need this move right here. So what's going to happen since it is inside the cloud, there's turbulence here. So what happens is it could range. Once it ranges in here, then we could see that move to the upside. But from where it's at, I'm gonna say, you know, we're gonna move up from this red zone and then move up higher. If we do move lower, I wouldn't be surprised. Price is making lower highs right now as well. But we have a thick cloud and then we're inside the cloud, so this cloud could play as some resistance, as support, and give us a move to the upside right now. So that's what I'm seeing here. Looking at it on the 1 hour, let me make sure. Yeah, it's trying to get above the cloud here. You see prices moving up, but it's having some difficulties right in here. This cloud is playing as resistance. So right now I think it's gonna range a little bit more, then make its move to the upside. But if you look here, we got like a W formation as well. So a little bit of a range and then a move to the upside. So I'm gonna put it like this. So that's what I have for VeChain. Let me look at Cardano. Any Cardano fans in here? I'm not sure if I have any Cardano fans, but it's still not doing anything. I don't even want to analyze this one, honestly. It's still in this bubble. I said it's gonna go up, eventually to this pink line to test, because it's just in a range. There's nothing special with Cardano. Looking at it on the 1 hour, I'm not even gonna waste my time on the 4 hour. Looking at it on the 1 hour time frame, it looks like it's trying to get some momentum here. You see the thickness is starting to get, starting to build up in the cloud. Actually, I don't want this on here. Let me see. I guess I'm gonna have to deal with this big old purple range here. But anyway, so it's building up momentum to move higher on the 1 hour time frame. The thickness of the cloud is starting to get better. So what I want to see is actually this. I want to see price break this high right here on the 1 hour time frame. Then I'll consider, a buying opportunity. If we don't get that break here, I'm not entering a buy opportunity on Cardano. So set your buy, your buy alerts at 14 cents 208. That's where I would set my buy limits at, or buying stops, or just set an alert at least. So once it triggers that alert, you could buy or look for a opportunity to buy there. But right now, I wouldn't even bother touching it until it gives you that signal to move higher. I believe it will, but right now it's just moving slow. So set an alert here, or set a buy stop above that level and have it trigger you in. So that's how I would play that market. Let's see. Anybody with Matic? Let me look at these comments. Anybody trade Matic at all? Let's see. Let's see. That's funny. You said I could rewind. Yeah, just if you missed out on the XRP analysis, just it's the first one I did, so you could rewatch the live stream. I'm pretty sure it's like probably 5 minutes into it, or maybe even 7 minutes into it. It didn't take that long to analyze XRP. XRP was a simple analysis. VeChain reminds me of XRP this past week. Similar action. Yeah, VeChain has been off the chain. No pun intended. But VeChain has been pretty interesting with that movement. Slow because it has utility. Yeah, patience. Do you think it is a head and shoulder pattern at all? Head and shoulder pattern on which one? VeChain? Neil? If you're talking about VeChain, a head and shoulder pattern on VeChain, then I have to relook at it. Calamity Leo, your thumbnail, man of culture. Yeah, man, I'm into different cultures, man. I study different cultures. I look into different cultures. Um, it's interesting to see how life is when it comes to different cultures and how different cultures affect how we live. So I do want to say yes, and I'm very big on the Japanese culture. As you know, I trade the Japanese style. I got a hat from Tokyo, so yeah, I'm really big on cultures, man. They're interesting. Uh, and good morning from beautiful Thailand. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Yeah, Thailand. It's actually interesting. My sister was out in Thailand. Her and her husband actually went out to Thailand after Japan, so they told me all about Thailand. And actually, I plan on going out to Thailand because I do Muay Thai too. So I heard all the best Muay Thai fighters or anybody that trains Muay Thai goes out to Thailand to learn some Muay Thai. So I do plan on making a trip out to Thailand soon someday, but we will see how things stack up. Let me look at VeChain real quick again on the 4 hour. See what you're talking about. I did see head and shoulders on the 4 hour. Let me see. Oh, oh, I see what you're seeing now. Let me take this off. Yeah, you see this. That's very possible. I see what you see now. Yeah, that's very possible. If this is a head and shoulders, then this thing could crumble. But looking at it with this, a lot has to happen for that to happen. Like I said, what it could range in here and then take off to the upside because this is a thick cloud. It has to get through this cloud to drop. It has to get out of this level or outside the side. But it looks like price wants to go up, so I'm glad you pointed that out. But I see what you're talking about on VeChain. Matic. Is anybody invested in this at all? Because right now this one's flat, so I'm thinking there's gonna be a pullback of some sort. So I'm gonna just go to the hour. Yeah, this market's flat, so I wouldn't even if you're gonna even touch this, keep it simple. Don't make this harder than what it should be. Trade it. Let's see right in here. So this is the range that I will be looking at. The market's flat, so nothing's really going on. It's still flat, even though you just saw that move. Market's still flat. What needs to happen is price needs to get below this level to go lower, or it needs to break this high to go higher. When it comes to flat markets, I stay away from them. It's a waste of time because I like to get in trending markets or the start of a trending market. If I'm looking at my other indicators, let's see. It still says it's bullish overall, according to RCI. Looking at the 4 hour, it's very bullish. Wow. And then the daily, it's bullish as well, but it's just a flat market right now. I'm expecting maybe a small correction. Maybe, let's see, let me go back to that daily. Maybe to here, pull back to this level, then continue that uptrend. But right now, I don't like it. It's not a favorable market in my opinion. And then looking at Heikin, is the market saying it wants to range, and it's also getting flat. So the market's in indecision based off Heikin. So I would stay away from this market. This one is not something that I would want to look at right now. Let's see. Anybody that's involved in Litecoin? I'm surprised Litecoin still exists. I'm not being mean, but Litecoin has surprised me. It has made it this far. Looking back at it here, Litecoin did exactly what I thought. It came to this level, held here, came back down. So right now, Litecoin is in the same, you got this Bronchosaurus formation in the clouds. So if I give it some feet, and let me give it some feet. Actually, no, not right there. Oh man, wrong one. Hold on, let me give it some feet real quick. Yeah, you got this Bronchosaurus formation. If y'all, I know y'all know what a Bronchosaurus is. It's that dinosaur with that long neck. Well, anyway, this is the Bronchosaurus pattern right here. But anyway, looking at it, it looks like this market wants to range. It's actually in a range, but here, what needs to happen? Let's see. Let's go to the 4 hour. I don't like this here. So 4 hours is actually looking delicious right now. So actually, I would actually buy some more right now if I was a investor in this. Looking at it, I would want to wait for that 4 hour candle to close first. You got 56 minutes before it closes. So right here, we just broke a key level at the key June. So we broke the base of this market here. Looking at it, the Kumo wants to start rounding up. Even though this is flat here, we see that this wants to start going up. So right now what we need to see is for price to break this Kumo level. Once we get above this cloud here, we'll start moving up to these levels. So 63 cents, $63 is what I would look at if we're to break this level. So I wouldn't touch it just yet as a trader, but as an investor, I would invest. Trading and investing, you guys, are two different things. If you're trading, you gotta be very careful where and when you enter, because if you enter too early, you could lose a lot of profits, or you could lose your whole account. Or, as an investor, you're just holding it. You're not really losing too much. You're just holding the asset like a stock. So right here, the price needs to break this level. I'm going to circle it. Price needs to break here to move higher. If not, then don't touch this market. So yeah, it needs to break that level right there for price to move higher. All right, so that's it for Litecoin. Litecoin's pretty simple. Algo. Let's check out Algo. Wow, I'm feeling that there's gonna be a pullback here. Let's see. So it already hit all the targets that I said it would. Actually went way past where I said it would. So this is now off the table. But looking here, it looks like the market's starting to get weak up here on the 4 hour. Kijun Sen is flat, but if this market is to move higher, it needs to break this price at 70 cents. Let's see, about 70 cents. Once it breaks that 70-cent range, expect the market to move higher. But looking here, we need to watch this market on the lower time frame. So I say the hour. This is where we need to watch the market. I still think there's going to be a pullback for this market according to the 4 hour. And let me actually mark this up right here. I think it's going to come back to the red line, which is our Tinkinson. So this is where I have price coming down to. If it gets below that, then we'll come down to this level. Once we get down to this level, then we'll start going higher. But right now, it needs to break here and needs to come to this level. According to the 4 hour time frame, I do see this pullback happening. So it may not be quick, but it will be a pullback. If that pullback doesn't happen, what needs to happen at that point, price needs to break that 70-cent level to go higher. So without breaking this level, it won't go higher at all. Let me put this here. So it won't go higher at all if we don't get a break here. And then if you look at the 1 hour, price looks like it wants to range above this red line, which is our Tinkinson level. But if we do manage to hold here, expect the market to range for quite a while, then take off. But Yeah, markets lost some momentum on the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame. So don't look at it too much. Don't get a heart attack. You know, just be patient with this one. Let's see. All right, so ETC. Anybody that's involved in ETC, let me know. All right, let me look at these comments. So let's see. It has been having some indecision candles, so it could go either way. Yeah, when it's indecision, it can go either way. When it comes to indecision, I look at the momentum, and when I see the momentum is going a certain way, then that's when I start to, you know, get a better opinion on the price. XRP hit 30 cents and bounced back down. Wow, did that just happen just now? Man, let me see. Those will be big winners. Yeah, I agree. These are going to be the top winners, minus Cardano. I'm not sure about Cardano yet, but if Cardano does do good, then I won't downplay it. When is Link gonna crash? Link might not crash, but I'm thinking it will come down a little bit. That's my opinion. People, I think they FOMO. Dang, the market just turned red. Let me see what happened to XRP. Wow, it hit 30 cents. Let me see. Wow, that's crazy. Let me see here. Let me look at regular candles real quick. Oh, you made it seem like it was a huge crash. I thought this was like a big, gigantic crash. Okay. But it did hit 30 cents though, so that is wow. Okay, so you see that? That's so funny. You see this fractal right here? Lines up with where it hit and then it dropped. This is why people lose in trading, because sometimes we miss these basic in between levels, and when that happens we miss the move or we just fell in our trade. So if I had seen this right here, I probably would have said something. But now that I'm looking at it, this has to happen to break that level to get here. But I still think it's gonna break through here. We still got 50 minutes for this 4-hour candle to close anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Going back to, where was I at? ETC. Looking at ETC, ETC looks pretty simple here. Let me go to that daily chart. Ooh, daily chart don't look pretty. So if we look at this daily chart and really get, rewind here, let's go ahead and take all this off. Let's take the clouds off as well. So if we're going to look at this, let's see right there. So we have a zone right in here. And then looking at it here at this level, we have a small zone right in here. So market is ugly on this. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Yeah, market is terrible here. This market's gonna be flat for a minute. I don't even know if I should even analyze this one, because this market's really flat. It's not giving me a lot of information to analyze, which is fine. So if that's happening, what you do, this is how you trade this market. Take off the clouds, and now you got a range to play in. So you trade this range just like you would trade anything else. So now we got a playing field right now. Yeah, because sometimes you got to take these clouds off and really see what the market's doing besides that. So we do have some ranges to play in here in zones. So these are our zones that I see right now. Just off first glance, looking at it, price is not, and then hold on, right here we also have this level that we need to get through. And I'm going to actually change this color because it's going to be confusing. So let me change this to a darker color. So right here, price is just ranging in between this level at $6.08, 83 cents, and then between $7 right here. So it's ranging between here. How would I play this right now? Looking at the Kumo and the cloud, I would wait for price action. I'm going to actually take this off. I would wait for price action right here. If we manage to break beneath this black line here, then the obvious target is going to be at $6.65. But, you know, if we manage to hold here, get some price action at this level, then we could start moving back up to the upside at this purple zone, up to that $7 and let's see, $7. Yeah, the $7 range. So in this bubble here, so that's what I'm looking at for ETC. Yeah, there's not much to really trade here or to even look at. It's flat. Everything is flat with this market, so I'm not enjoying that too much. Let's take a look at the next one. How y'all doing? Y'all alive, guys? Are y'all still alive? Because I've been through a lot of these already. So let me just take some time to talk with you guys because, you know, I've been through like at least 10 pairs already. So what's y'all's goals for crypto? I want to hear what y'all think, you know, and take this time to do a small Q&A with me, you guys. I'm still running this, live pretty strong. I don't know how many people are on here. I don't know. Well, I don't. I'm just doing what I can. I'm just putting this out for you guys. So I'm getting excited just looking at these charts because I do know one day that we're going to look back at this and say, I'm so glad we were the early investors in this space. So, if y'all have any concerns or questions, let me know. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Y'all have any personal questions at all? Let me know. Q&A is up for discussion, you guys. Like anything y'all want to ask. Y'all look pretty scared in the live chat feed. I don't see no questions, so it's all good. Do I see $10 XRP by October? Man, that's a great question. When it comes to those, price predictions, man, those are some really far out price predictions because this market is always, speculation. But I'm gonna answer you straight up. I don't think by October, if anything, I would say November we'll start to see a higher price. Well, I think by November, and I said November we'll start to see higher prices. So yeah, I think we'll break that all-time high in XRP by November. I don't know about $10. If we do hit $10, then hallelujah. I'll take it. My bad, bro. Should have been more clear, but that 30-cent resistance keeps playing. Okay, you're good, man. Yeah, that 30-cent level is always playing games. Always playing games. Look at those tweezer candles now. I'll look. Tweezer candles on what pair was it? Which one was it? Let's see. We'll be using XRP to fund a veteran group that will give pedos a cure for their sickness. All right, got you. Yeah, that's actually good that you're going to fund that type of stuff because you'll be helping people out, man. So Josh, God bless you, man. Help people out with your blessings or your financial blessings. So that's pretty cool, man. Let's see. Dan did it. That's a cool name. 1,000 XRP by 2023. You know what? That is possible. I'm not gonna knock anything out the park. If Ethereum had a run like that, I expect XRP to do it better. So 1,000 XRP by 2023, I'll take it. It gives me time to accumulate more, so why not? And if it happens sooner than that, then I'll take that too. So I'm not even gonna complain either way. I'm gonna make as much as I can during these next 3 to 4 years. All right. So looking at XRP versus Bitcoin, wow, we have made some strides here from last time I looked at this. Let me see. So last time I took a look at this, I can't even find that information. I guess it deleted it, but that's fine. But looking here, I'll just go based off what I see now. So we're looking at a trading strategy called the Kijun bounce. So a Kijun bounce is one of my go-to trades. So what a Kijun bounce? Y'all see this blue line here, right? So this Kijun acts as either a support or resistance. In this case, it's acting as a support. So whenever this line goes flat, right, and you see prices above it, that's when you want to start looking for your trading opportunity for a potential buy. So we do have some price action right here. We have a bullish engulfing candle slightly engulfed this one. So, you know, it's showing that we may want to move higher according to that. But right now, the real move, we need to get above this level right here to move higher. So let's say if it does manage to bounce higher, all right? So we need to get through this first fractal here. So that's the first step. Looking at it with the wave theory, if we are to trade the wave theory, this is where price will move to if it is to go higher, all right? So price will move up to this region up in here. So that's what I would see making that N wave. But before it gets to that level, if it gets to that level, it needs to break this zone here. If it doesn't break this zone, then we'll have some problems. But this is a zone that price needs to currently break. I'm actually going to make this red. So if we can't break that level here, so you got A, B, C, and then D's right here. If you can't get past this B level, then expect the price to fluctuate in range and probably even start to coil up in here. But we are showing some bullish signs. We got the bullish cloud forming, so that's a good thing. Price needs to hold above this Kijun, so I am going to be looking at that to hold as a support. Looking here, price is boxed in this range, as I thought, between the Kijun level, this blue line, and this current high right here. So let me see. Price, it looks like it's wanting to make a, what is that? It looks like it wants to make a bullish TK cross right here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me move these candles out of the way. So yeah, we have a bullish TK zone right here. So if we get a bullish TK cross, which will be our red line coming through the blue line here, then we'll start to look for probably some buying positions on the lower time frame. So looking at on the 1 hour chart, let's see if we have a, let's see. Okay, so market, it is holding here pretty well. What I like to see for price to move higher is for the next few candles to be bullish, or the next two candles to be bullish. We are getting rejected here, so that's a good sign. We're starting to form a cloud here, a bullish cloud, but it hasn't formed just yet. About 39 minutes for this candle to close. Rejections at this support level. Cloud is price is above the cloud, so that's showing signs of bullishness. The green line is above the cloud, so that's also another sign of bullishness. So right now I'm just waiting for bullish confirmation with price action. We do got some price action with this current candle that you could say this is a hammer. So if this is a hammer, I would wait for the next candle to be a bullish candle, and then I'll probably enter in on XRP versus Bitcoin for a buying opportunity to this higher level. And depending on how it performs here, if it breaks this, then I'm looking for higher prices back to this red zone here. So let's take a look at the next one. So we're almost done with the list, guys. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 4 left, you guys. 4 left, and then we are out of here. So let's take a look I'll take my millions and fund the gospel of Jesus Christ before the rapture. Woohoo, glory to God. Yeah, glory to God, man. And yeah, do what you can. Ask the Lord what to do with your finances. Don't blow them. Don't be crazy with it. Just, be a good steward of your money. Let's see. This market's trash. Oh my goodness. Yeah, right off the back, I say this market's trash. But let's go with right here. Let's see. I don't like this market. This market looks like a waste of time. So looking here, this is where price is ranging. It's not even in a range. It's just not going anywhere. So like technically, I guess you could say a range. It's just testing right at this point right now. We're just right here. It's not doing too much. Right now, this market's flat. Don't even need to look at it too long on the daily. 4 hour, man, this market's ugly. 4 hour market's flat as well. Let's see. In 1 hour market's flat as well. So right now, this is the flattest market I've seen all day, honestly. If anything, price needs to break above this high to even have a chance going anywhere, and break above this low to have a chance going anywhere. Right now, I don't even like looking at this market in OMG. It's slow. It don't even look pretty. I don't even want to even look at this anymore. Looking at it, it just needs to break out of this box on the hour time frame. Then you'll have an opportunity. So if it breaks $1.89, take that trade up to $2. And where is it at? $2.22. If it breaks the $1.77 range, then take this trade down probably to here, or maybe even back to this blue line. But this market's in a range, and this market's just slow and ugly. So there's no opportunity here. It's not looking pretty. So I would actually, stay away from OMG. All right. Let me go to the next one. Neo. Anybody a investor of Neo? Right off the bat. Let's see. Yeah, right off the bat, this market's is flat. Market's not going anywhere on the daily time frame. So, going off the daily time frame, not a lot of information. The key june's flat. That's why I know the market's flat. Sequence A and B is flat, so this market's flat right now on the daily time frame. Looking at it on the 4 hour time frame, it is trying to make its way up higher, but for that to be even a thing right now, let me actually get rid of this line. For that to be even a thing right now, to move higher in price, we need to break this high here. And honestly, right here. So it needs to break that $14.95 range to even, be worth looking at. And honestly, it needs to break that $15.39 range to even go higher. So, right now, this market's not the prettiest, but it is what it is. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. So, yeah. Price is just ranging in this, between $13.38 and $14.95. So this market's slow. There's nothing really here to see. If I take off the clouds, you see a little bit more clearly that this market's just dead right now. So what needs to happen is, if we're gonna go higher, price needs to break this level and even this level here. But if it gets through this level, I'm sure it'll break through here. And right here, it needs to go break below to go lower. So this market's honestly trash right now. If you're trading it as this in the range, if you want a trending market, this is not the one. But if you want a break, waiting for a breakout, or you're trading price action up and down, then that's your best bet for this market. But right now, this market's flat. I'm not a fan of this market right now. especially if it comes down to a trending market. This is not a favorable market. Now looking at hot USD. Whoa, what happened to this chart? Wow, this chart is ugly. What happened to this chart? So I guess, wow, what happened to this chart? So let me put this back on. So the weekly time frame is the only good looking chart here. Actually, look at this. If this weekly candle breaks, holds above, let me put this. Actually, that's actually fine. If this weekly candle closes above this price, has 2 days to do so. But if it could do that, this, I'll have to throw this off the table and throw this off the table. And then I'll have to look for a price to move higher, because that'll give us, actually, we still got this resistance right here, so it's hard to say. But we did break an important level though, and this is a clean break. It wasn't like a wick here like these last two. This looks like a pretty strong move, so if it does, we could get back to this level. How likely is that? I don't know. That I would have to look at the lower time frames, but the charts on the lower time frames are not pretty. It was in this range and it broke out this range, so right now it looks like it wants to retest. But looking at it, I don't like it because it's not clean. And this chart, look at this chart, you guys. This chart's hideous. You got it like teleporting everywhere, like it's like a fight scene in Dragon Ball Z. You see this? It goes from this point to this point. You just see them teleporting everywhere. So I don't like charts like that. I stay away from cryptocurrencies or anything type of investment when the chart looks like this. So I don't like it. Let's see. Last but not least, let's look at ICX. See what's going on with that one. Oh, wait a minute. So it looks like the analysis for ICX came true. From this point on, I called it up to this point. So looks like we're on our way to, actually I'm not gonna say that just yet, because I think this market's gonna pull back again. The market's showing some signs of weakness because the Kijun's flat here, so we need to go to that 4-hour chart, make sure that the momentum's still strong. Let's see, it is above the cloud, but it's still not, it's showing signs of weakness here. You got a tweezer top right here, so that's not a good sign. And then you got a hanging man formation right here with this candle, so that's not a good sign. If y'all are wondering what I'm saying, a hanging man formation and a tweezer top formation, let me draw that out for you guys. So it happens at resistance. You got a, let's say this is a bullish candle, a bearish candle, and then we got a bullish candle right here for teaching purposes. So right here, I'm gonna have to change this color. So here we have a bullish candle, and then we have this formation. Let's say this level is at a resistance, all right? So I'm gonna have this line drawn as resistance. So let's say this line is resistance. So this formation is considered a tweezer top. Even right here, it's not as apparent because it has wicks, but when you look at it, this is still considered a tweezer top. This tweezer top is showing us that price may want to reverse. Also, the cloud is showing that it may want to reverse because the Kijun and the Tenkan-sen are both flat, and they're inside each other as well. So we may get a pullback here. And then you have this formation, which is it looks like a hammer, but it's a formation that happens at, actually, let me do this right here. So this is considered a hanging man formation. So whenever you see a candle like this at a resistance level, as you see here, this is a sign that price may want to reverse to the downside. So that's a little education for you guys. That's called a price action candle. So we might have price action wanting to go to the downside for ICX. So prepare for, you know, a small drop, maybe back down to the red line, or maybe even in here, right in here. So we may get that pullback down to here, and then we'll see how price responds. And then if it pulls back lower than that, expect, you know, down to this level. But we'll see. We shall see. Looking at it, it's still overall bullish long term. It's still in this channel. If it breaks outside this, then that's where I'll start worrying. But right now, I'm bullish long term. It needs to break this channel to move higher. And if it does break this channel, I think it will easily get to 65 cents. So that's what I see with all these charts today. But we will see. Let's see what the comments are saying. Let's see. Brett, you said it can't break higher because Jed McCaleb has $1 billion XRP to sell. That's $1 million a day for 1,000 days. You know, I don't know about all that. He's also under contract too to not put out as much. So part of what you're saying is true, but part of that's also false. AJ, you're saying, are coin swaps good for an investment? I am invested in a coin that is going to exchange Flexacoin to charging to a AMP. They are doing a 1-to-1 swap. Oh man, that's interesting. You know what? I'm gonna look into that before I make a comment. That's interesting, but I will look into that before I say anything on that. So I can't answer your question right now, AJ, but I'll look into that for you. Ronnie, what's up, man? I'm surprised you made it this far, you guys. So if you guys made it this far, smash that like button, you know, show some love. I'm about to dip. My voice is starting to, you know, get you know, scratch a little bit. I still got some water, man. But stay tuned for tomorrow. I hope this live stream was pretty good for you guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow. If you guys are new subscribers, I appreciate the love and support. If you guys are, you know, y'all been with me for some time, I appreciate that. Smash that like button. Continue to support this channel. I do want to get, you know, I am starting a membership on this channel to give you guys some personal access to some content, like some serious, you know, some personal and private access stuff as well. And I'm setting up a Discord, setting it up so if you join, you could get into my Discord group as well. So, you know, a lot of people have been asking me about my Discord group, and yeah, my Discord group is pretty private. There's a good reason why. A lot of people in there, they see, you know, they see what we do in there. And then also I do group sessions, on group trading sessions. So if y'all want to jump on a group trading session one day, definitely, you know, join my my membership here that I'm starting. YouTube just needs to approve it. So once it's approved, you'll see the join button on my channel, and I'll get y'all going and get y'all rocking and profiting in these crypto markets or in forex markets, whatever market you want to trade. Brandon, are you still on, man? Because if you are still on, I'll take a look at Apple for you. But if you're not on here, I'm about to dip. So, you know, speak up or forever hold your peace. Because I'm about to bounce. Let me see here. Brandon, you still here? Brandon's still here. If he's not, then that's cool. Let me see. All right, I guess he's not gonna say nothing. So I appreciate you guys for, you know, joining me on this live stream. Comment, you know, hit that like button, subscribe, and definitely you know, show me some love, and you know, share the channel. I'm trying to get bigger. I'm trying to get 5K subscribers by, well, hopefully by the end of the month. maybe even by the beginning of next month. But I am trying to go hard for you guys. I'm trying to put out content every single day, so bear with me on that. And you know, God bless you guys. Stay tuned for the next one, and you know, continue to hold strong. You guys continue to hold strong. All right. God bless you guys, and peace. Peace, peace, peace.